And we are live worldwide. Yes, we are at 1:22 p.m. just outside of Toronto time, and it's so good to see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, but come on in. Come on in. I'll give you guys uno momento to come on in. But please do come on in and let us know how life is treating you. Let us know what is good. Oh, you fabulous people. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy, wonderful Friday afternoon. Here we are. See how fast that was? See how quick and easy that was? Here we are. 1 week into 2026. Incredible, eh? Can't stop it. Don't fight it. But hello, hello, hello. Good to see everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let us know what you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Let us know what you're doing. This is what we're doing. We are doing it. We are doing it. Happy Friday. Guys, let us know what you're wearing. I'm wearing a couple of things, but nothing you guys would know about. So let me know what you guys are wearing. Let us know how your Friday is. How's life treating you? What's new? What's old? What's past? What's coming? Let us know what's coming. But Dan is here. What's happening, Dan? Ricardo. Rizzard in Poland. Good to see Rizzard. Michael John is here. Guys, let us know what you're wearing. Let us know what fragrances you're wearing. Let us know what you're loving at the moment. Let us know what you're loving. Give us your power rankings. What has enlightened you this week? What have you learned in 2026? What has 2026 taught you? What are we leaving behind in 25? What's going bye-bye? You good? I'm perfect. How are you, Lils? I'm doing great. Dan is first, he says, legally. Technically, yes. Christian is here. Good to see Christian. Dan's going to the gym. You lucky duck. You lucky duck. I will be there sometime today at some point, probably after the stream. What's the vibe today? Sunny with a little bit of overcast, but the vibe is good. 2 thumbs up. What about you, Dan? What's the vibe like? I think it's good. The vibe is good. It's a little bit electric, but we'll keep it. We'll keep it flowing. We'll keep it humming. We'll keep it vibing. The vibe is vibing. We just got to keep vibing. As long as you're enjoying your perfume, so wear things you enjoy. What's happening, Milosh? Welcome to Eugenicium universe. It's all of our universes, but yeah, you be the central part to your own universe, and you'll be fine. Thinking of throwing on Silver Mountain water, which will last 30 minutes. For the gym, cool. Milosh, what are you wearing? Lily isn't Mesia. I was wearing a violet yesterday. Oh, but I got some new things. Some new things came. And I got a Christmas card. Christmas card arrived. But I'll wait for the person to show up before I say who it's from. Christian's in Peak Tempo. Rizzard is in Zurafa. Serge Lutens. I've not heard of this, but I did get a new Serge Lutens that I'm kind of absolutely obsessed with. Samantha's here in Iris Pulsard. Iris Pudere. Good to see Samantha. Thank you. I got your samples. Samantha's samples have arrived. Samantha sent a couple of samples, and I'm like, oh my God, these are gorgeous. Both of them. Samantha sent samples of Parfum de Empire, Le Baume, Madagascar Vanille, and the other one is Amber Antique, I think it's called. Amber Antique by Coty. So thank you so much. I got home from work one night. It was like, by the time I got done at the gym and at the sauna, it was probably like 4 in the morning when I pulled in, and this package was waiting for me, and I opened it up, sprayed them on, and I was like really pleasantly surprised. It just kind of capped my evening, made it even better. Yeah, Amber Antique and Madagascar Le Bon Vanille. We'll spray these in a bit. We'll spray these and we'll talk about these. But I've been wanting to smell these for a while. I've been hearing about Parfum d'Empire, Madagascar. Whew. Whoa. And this is a different type of whoa, you know, whoa. Like, whoa. They're both kind of got like woes to them. What's happening? Drawn by. Hope you use good. Wearing Carbone by Balmain. Cooking beef chili at the moment. Awesome. A lot of protein there. But yeah, Balmain. I got to smell some of the Balmains. They got a Balmain counter here, not like very close by. Not bad. You know, not bad. Not bad. I'm not sure if I'd find anything that I'd love for the price. What are the prices on those? But yeah, I thought they were pretty good. Remind me a lot of Tom Ford's. Juan is here in Black Afghano. Good to see Juan on a Friday afternoonish, 1:30 p.m. Milos is in Tower Au Coeur du Desert, a sample and a vetiver extraordinaire. Awesome. Love both of those. Dan got Silver Mountain water at Costco for 99 bucks. An Angel Share for net. Wow, those are steals, bud. Those are steals. What's going on? Antonio Hobson is here in the parking lot of the gym. Shoulders and try 2-mile run. Awesome. I love that. I'll be heading there very soon, Antonio. Probably right after this stream to the gym. I was there last night. It was the last thing I did before I went to bed, and now it's going to be probably the second thing I do after this stream, after I get up. But yeah, I love the gym too, buddy. Drawn by says, I was tempted by the Coty, still tempted. Yo, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Let's put some of these on. Milos bought a sample of Inuit Nomad. What's happening, JT? Okay, which one should we do first? Parfum d'Empire, Madagascar, Le Bon Vanille, or Coty Ombre Antique? I also got this. So this finally came. I don't want to say finally, it came really fast. It showed up really quickly. This is Serge Luton's Écrin de Fumée. And I got the 100 miller. These come in 50 and 100. So for about 130 bucks, you get 100 mil of this beautiful, stunning, and gorgeous fragrance. Tobacco. Oh my God, there's so much more than tobacco. It's another tobacco, another smoky, sweet, incensey tobacco. We hotboxing the sun. I was, and I love the shit out of it. It's like in my top 5 things to do now, like right under being with God and perfume and baseball. It's like hotboxing in the gym sauna. What about you guys? Anyone hotbox the gym sauna? You got to try it. You got to try it. It's an experience, especially like a meditative experience. You know, it's not to go in there and be a party boy. It's like to do some reflection. And when nobody's in there at 2 a.m., like the smell goes away really quick. It just burns away in the hot air. Red Doritos or blue, whatever. Whatever. I'll dip my hand in the bag. But you can't have just one chip. That's the rule, right? So Miller says go with the Coty first. Lily says go with the Balm. Michael John is in BDK Gris Charnel. You open your boxes like I do. How, from the bottom? Yeah. And it's good to see. So this is my very first Serge Lutens in this packaging. I don't know. I got off the Serge Luton train for a while. Like, I'm not sure what happened, if it was Serge Luton perfumes or availability, accessibility, but I was lucky to get a sample of this. A friend just gave me a sample. Somebody purchased a bottle of Bel Homme, and on dropping it off, they're like, here, I got a sample of this Serge Lutens, do you want it? Do you want to try it? And I was like, sure, of course. And I put it on. I was just like blown away. And then when the bottle came and I wore it, I was like even more blown away, even more blown away. What's happening, Momo? Christine, what's happening, Coyote? Good to see Christine. Milos says, Acron de Fume, wow, that's darker. Resinous version of, right? Look how smoky and ambery this juice is. It's a very ambery perfume. But there's so many facets to this thing, so many faces, so many angles to this perfume. It's not, it's like, it's got a lot of different personalities, you know, depending on the way you're looking at it. I'll spray some just in the air and then, you know, in the room, and I'll come back. I'll come in and out of the room and I'll give it a whirl. I'll see what it smells like. Then I'll smell it on myself. It smells different almost every time I get a whiff. But yeah, a lot of licorice, a lot of deep licorice facets to this. I would say even some rosy notes, but it's very smoky, woody, leathery on top. You have that pipe tobacco, a lot of fruity notes, a lot of dry fruits. Serge Lutens dry fruits. This is Sheldrake's dry fruit thing. Like you see it in other things like Arabi and, oh God, almost everything. Finally, someone normal. Normal where? In life? On YouTube? But Acron is a statement fragrance. It's a great tobacco, you know, but probably not as big as, let's say, Royal Tobacco, like in size. We have the same cut of mustache, yeah? Nice. What do you call this cut? What's the name for this cut of mustache? Mustache. I don't know. I won't get it. I won't let it get too much longer though. Campbell's soup. Yeah, don't eat Campbell's soup though, right? Don't eat it. It's not good for you. From the bottom as neatly as I can. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't go, I'll just tear it off. I don't really care. Like I'm not that anal retentive where I've got to have the cello and every corner folded up. But if it works, it works. Sometimes it does. This one worked great. And if it doesn't, I just rip it off. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, sure. Oh yeah, and they still come with, like I forgot all about these. I forgot all about these little, you know, the caps that they come with. And I never figured out why they do these. Is it just like for shipping purposes, or like this is how the Serge come? And it's a cool look too. I like the look. I really like the look of these. So that comes out, right? If you've never held a Serge Lutens, which are amazing, incredible. Actually, I would say one of my favorite niche houses. You know, it comes like this, but I don't know. I think it's just for shipping purposes. Why? I have no idea why they do this, but it looks cool. You just can't apply the fragrance though, right? But packaging is awesome. The perfume is what counts, and the perfume is what delivers. The Acron really delivers in that sweet, smoky tobacco, and woods and leather and smoky notes. But yeah, really excited for this. Acron is a whole mood, isn't it? Like Sheldrake and Serge is a match made in heaven, isn't it? We got Vlada in Lezen de Medalla Patchouli Noisette. Love it. Good to see Vlado. Do they come with atomizers you hook in? Yeah, there you go. Vlado just got Parfum d'Empire Road. Good oud fragrance. Miller says Acron is way more smokier than Chergui. So yeah, I think this is now their third tobacco fragrance, maybe more. They got Chergui, There is Fumerie Turk and Ekren. But I feel like they're all sort of different, but is way more smokier. I forgot what Shedgi smells like. It's been so long since I've had a bottle. Germs, what's happening? Germs is here. Germs loves Ekren. It's beauty, isn't it? I'm in love with it. I love it. It's different to me than, let's say, other tobaccos such as Royal Tobacco or Vanille Havane. It's so much more airier, eh? There's a lot of lift and a lot of air underneath the wings of this. You know, it really soars. It's not as heavy as Royal Tobacco is so dense and stuffy and cloying. This is much more airier and transparent and lighter. Almost like Sheldrake doing Jean-Claude Ellenotte feels like. Yeah, I would say Sheldrake's style is way more airier. It's very it's incredibly balanced. I love the balance, the nuances, the really fine nuances. Catherine is here. Good to see Catherine. Catherine, your Christmas card arrived. Thank you so much. I got Catherine's annual Christmas card. So thank you so much, Catherine. I appreciated that. It's always great opening the mail to a Christmas card from Catherine. And say hello to Keston. I know Keston adores Catherine. Keston's a good man. Keston, wherever you are, you're a good man. Keston delivered something for Catherine for Christmas, a really special gift. Momo says any light or citrusy Sheldrake you would recommend. In my mind, he is good at dark, complex stuff only. That's my favorite of his as well. I don't, to be honest, I don't have any freshies from Surge. I know they have like a kind of watery line, but I don't own any of them. Lighter citrusy. Fleur d'Oranger is orange blossom and, you know, white florals, stuff like that. Orange. That's about as like citrusy as I have from them, I believe. But you're right. Like Sheldrake's strength is those darker, deeper, more complex things, especially for perfume enthusiasts. We all love those. Perfume enthusiasts, you know, we'd much rather smell those than these light and airy citrusy things. I guess those are saved for somebody else. How do you see Akren compared with Ambre Sultan, which is very dry? Akren to me is very wet, and it is ambery too. But yeah, very round. Ambre Sultan is dry and sharp and pointy and jagged. This is a big, round, voluptuous cloud. Really beautiful, like really beautiful. I love going into the depths of it, you know? The spices, oh God, the spices are to die for. And there's like facets of pine needles and mint here. It's really, really beautiful. Yeah, the licorice, oh wow. The plum, there's so many dry fruits, dry licorice, dry plum. That's what it is. The leather. Christine says double tapping doesn't work anymore on vertical lives from phone. You got to go up and click it. Try it out. So what's that, Christine? Double tapping doesn't work on lives for liking the stream. You got to go up and actually click it. All right, so go up and click the like the stream. Germ says you can't trust anyone that chooses the screw top over the sprayer. Well, I meant it's probably just for travel. The atomizers leave more room for evaporation. Caps, yeah. Fragrance Time is in Tower Un Rose de Kandahar. Cool. Cool, cool. Love that. Dahlia's here. Good to see the Dalai Lama. Ekran reminded me more of 5 o'clock au gingembre than Shergi. Very, very nice. Yeah, the spiciness, the cough syrupy aspect of 5 o'clock au gingembre. Yeah, very cinnamony. I get tons of cinnamon from this. Like so much. Cinnamon and licorice and plum. The plum is so deep. Incredible plum. Like it's another Surge plum. So plummy. Kind of a vanillic ambery base with a big pipe tobacco. What is good? Arian wearing Arige Lador Royal Barn. Ooh, good to see you. How's everything? Why you have a Chinese accent? I didn't know I had. Dahlia is in Narcisco Musk Noir, a rare plum I enjoy. Oh, another plum. I didn't know that was plummy. Nice. Who else has tried Akren? Fleur de Citronnet is wonderful. Jared, what's happening in Spice Blend? Good to see Jared, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday afternoon, everybody. How's life treating you guys? What is new? Lily says day 100 of manifesting Sheldrake for Les Abs. All right. We're going to just keep manifesting until we get there, right? Until we get Sheldrake or somebody better. One or the other. Are you a furry? I'm not that furry. Who even likes citrus is the guy who likes Parade. Yeah, you know what I mean though, right? You know what I mean. Like you can't compare something like Parade to this. As pretty as Parade is, when it comes to depth and complexity and darkness and the wow factor, you know? Surge always had the wow factor. That's what keeps people coming back to Surge Luton's. Like people don't go to Surge for things like Parade or Citronnet, you know? This is what they come to Surge for, the darkness, the Shergis, the Borneos. Is there nice tobacco on the horizon from Les Abs today? Drawn by, we actually worked on that. Antoine and I started on the tobacco, but we chopped it really quick. I like your shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Eugene's persona is named Mus Kublai Nai. Naya? Naya. It's a boy. Happy Friday. Good to see you. How's life treating you? Under You Smells Good, where it says how many people are in the chat. Next to that, like, you actually got to like. So you and me, Christine, are probably seeing two different screens because there is no You Smells Good for me here anywhere. Yeah, but there's a big leather component to this, like a dry, raspy leather. A bit, I gotta say, a bit like Vanille Havane. The leather tobacco, yeah, the dry leather. Again, also very churchy, huge frankincense in this, lots of incense, you know, good old Surge, lots of dry, cold incense, frankincense. Jared says, tried Queer's saddle. It's pretty good. Very nice, creamy leather and suede. Kirky might have a hit with this one. Ooh, I am excited. I can't wait for that to show up here. And the moment it does, I'm willing to take that drive to the Dior boutique. Queer's saddle. Yeah, that'll get me out of my seat. Germ says Surge does the dry fruit things better than everyone. Doesn't he? Yeah. He does this. I regret not getting Arabi when I had the chance, but it was the sweetness, the overdose of sweetness of the dry fruits that kind of held me away from Arabi. Have you tried Abi Rouge Parfum yet? I have not. Gotta go. Good to see you though. No, I have not. Lily says double tapping works for her. Dahlia says Musk Noir Rose is plummy. The Musk Noir is just florals. This is super, I find this super plummy. It's very plummy. I love it. I'm obsessed. I spray it everywhere I go. Like, look how much I've already sprayed out of this. I just got it. That's like over 50 sprays. Maybe I think it could have been 100 sprays. I just kept spraying the shop over and over, showing it to all my friends in the shop. The guys in the shop loved it. One guy's like, "You smell amazing. What is it?" And I came over and I started spraying him. He's like, "Whoa." Eugene secretly wants Francis. I imagine he'd be a tough guy to work with. And I'd be afraid I wouldn't get what I want. And then I'd have to go and stab him with a bottle of Get Along Vetiver or something. Germs has just double booped Eugene's face and confirm it still works. Thank you for confirming and liking the stream and booping my nose. Right there. Hit it. Take a moment to boop my nose. Right there. Double tap right on my nose like this. Almost like you were packing a J or something. Zombieland taught me always double tap. What's Zombieland? He meditates in the sauna for Les Abs. No, I've never really manifested for Francis. But yeah, I've got bigger fish to fry in that sauna. We're slaying. You got to try it though, Christine. Smoke a big fatty in the sauna at 100 degrees. Oof. He'll take you right to the moon. Oh, past the moon. Forget about it. You're going to Saturn. You're going to Pluto. You're just going and going and going. Never coming back. Is Warhol's Campbell's soup overrated? I think Campbell's soup, regardless of who makes it, is overrated. When the CEO of Campbell's tells you it's shit food, believe him. You know, when he's overheard or recorded saying it's not real food, believe him. Warhol in general is overrated. Yeah, what's Warhol done? What's he really done? Dried fruits to get things passing through. Yeah, there might even be like dates in here. Dry dates, dry fig, maybe? I don't know. But mostly plum. A bit grapey. A bit rosy. So it has that sparkle, you know, that plummy sparkle. And woody plum, incensey plum. Just like plum, blum, plum, blum, blum, blum. It's kind of like a blonde plum. BBW, Grandma's Fruitcake has dried fruits. What's BBW? Christian says Antoine over Francis. I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. You just sprayed 50 of it here on stream. See, I told you. I told you. Seeing is believing. Indy, Alicia is here. Good to see Alicia. Rob Mack in Tay Noir, Le Labo. Good to see Rob. Eugene needs to watch Zombieland. What is Zombieland? What is that? Where do you find that? Why would you get arrested for? You just get a ticket. You wouldn't get arrested. You wouldn't even get you just get kicked out. Nobody's gonna arrest you for smoking in a sauna. Jared says Warhol had an amazing plum fragrance. That's all I know. Probably the best Bond #9 ever. I remember that. I do remember that. Silver Factory, wasn't it called? Andy Warhol Silver Factory. I think that's what it was. Plum. Yeah, incense and plum. Discontinued. And then once it got discontinued, it kind of went viral. Everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted some. Andy Warhol. But I think he did a couple of Bonds. Yeah. Okay, so let's spray some of these. Let's spray. What are we doing here? Coty. Let's do Le Baume. Let's do Parfum d'Empire. Oh, somebody just put in an order for Les Abstrait bottle. I'm not sure. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Let's do the Parfum d'Empire. Okay. So I don't know where to put it now. Let's put on my hands. Okay. Parfum d'Empire, Madagascar, Le Baume Vanille. 3 big sprays. Okay. So this is very green. Whoa, very green and bitter. But it's very gummy. First thing that came to my mind was Grand Soir with the smoke and the gum resin, and the vanilla in here smells scorched. It smells green, sappy, bitter, and scorched. Very earthy. Really earthy. It smells more like the vanilla bean than like a boozy rum vanilla. Bitter like tonic water. It's really bitter. And this changes quite a bit though. Imagine there's a ton of patchouli in here, like green bitter patchouli and galbanum. But that's kind of what it's giving. Maybe even tobacco. A lot of incense, but it's a very smoky, dry, bitter, dark, very dark brown, dark, dark, dark. There's a Silver Factory and another one, just his face. Yeah, this is very dry. Huge incense accord. I get a lot of incense. And so the bitterness feels like it's already kind of washing over. It's going away. But right now it feels like a little bit hard to wear. It's not the easiest vanilla, I'll tell you that. It's very smoky, dry, and bitter. And I'm not sure what the notes are. Let's see here. Le Baume Vanille. It's very soily. Smells like soil or roots. Like there's roots in here. Like day old coffee. Maybe. Let's put a little bit. Let's put another spray. bit sappy. Oh, here we go. So the main accords are warm, spicy, rum, vanilla, woody, cacao, sweet, cinnamon, powdery, fresh, spicy. Rum, black and pink pepper, cloves, cacao, cinnamon, cedarwood, coconut, vanilla, and musk. They're calling it a non-gourmand composition for vanilla. Exceptionally boozy rum opening. Cons are difficult for casual day wear, not sweet for gourmand lovers. Sharp medicinal opening. Polarizing banana accord. Oh. It's very smoky, man. Very smoky. Harsh synthetic wood in the dry down. Dominant, overpowering clove and spice. Yeah, to me, it's really bitter. Maybe it's the cacao. Earthy cacao. Green cacao. Cocoa leaves. I think I liked it better the first time. Bitter like a radish. No, it's not really like a radish. BBW, big, beautiful woman. What's happening, ML? Is Montal better than Mancera? Ugh. I don't know. None of my business, I'm going to say. Banana, maybe they're picking up Ylang. Possibly. Right now, it feels a little bit harsh. It is a harsh opening, I'll say that. It's so green. It feels a bit Ciprioli too for some reason. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not sure. I thought I liked it more. I'm already ready to move on to the next one. If I can remember where I put it. Let's try Amber Antique. Amber Antique. All right, who's tried this? Who has tried Le Bon Vanille? Who here has tried Le Bon? After spraying the Acren, good luck. Meaning what? Meaning smelling them or enjoying them? Do you enjoy these as much as Acren, Samantha? Fragrance Time has Amber Antique. Okay. Let's put this Amber Antique on this side. Okay. So I'm going to say, like, Acren isn't incredibly loud. It's not as loud as other tobaccos. I mean, it's allowed for fragrance if you're just wearing designers, but if you wear a lot of niche, I feel like Surge is not as heavy as a lot of other things. Okay, where am I spraying this? Here we go. Amber Antique. Coty's Amber Antique. All right. 3 sprays. And right away, I'm hit with that gorgeous floral accord. Whoa, wowzers. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Iris. Iris and violets. Green. Buttery. You know what? My mind right away goes 31 Rue Cambone. Or earthy iris. Tons of iris in this. Wow. Wow, very green and rubbery. There's some sort of balsams in here. Wow, this is really pretty. This is really, really pretty. Wow. Okay, let's take a moment here. Let's take a moment. This deserves a moment. This is really earthy. And I'll say I've smelled, this reminds me of a couple of things. I want to say even Iris Silver Mist, like that cold iris, the earthy iris. Iris Silver Mist, 31 Rue Cambon, especially the opening of that jasmine and iris. Wow, very sunny. Like the jasmine here is sun filled, but the iris, it's still cold and underground. So yeah, wow. Wow. And I like how airy it is, very airy. Not thick, not heavy. At least, that's what it's giving here. Just really airy. It's moody. It feels, she's a moody one. Yeah, she's a moody iris. I about creamed when I smelled Ambre Antique. It smells really good. Bosco's obsessed with Ambre Antique. I can see why. It smells very classic. Jared says, wow, wow, wow. Have you smelled it, Jared? Ambre Antique or Ambre Rousse? I mean, they're so different. The opening of Ombre Rousse is incredible. It's the dry down where it kind of like, kind of loses me. So different. Amber. This is way more floral than ambery. This is all florals, white florals. Green. There might even be some leather in here. Jerem says people were harsh on Ekren when it came out because they all compared it to Vinny Havan. Ekren is its own thing. I definitely can see the comparisons. I can feel, oh, yeah, Vinny Havan is also very dry fruity and leathery and ambery and churchy. And it has I think Vinny Havan feels like it has more of a growl. This is more spicy. They're both great though. They definitely can they can both serve a purpose in a collection. But I think Ekren is great. You know, if you've never smelled Vinny Havan or Royal Tobacco, I about creamed when I smelled Ambre Antique. The opening is incredible. I'll say that. Gergo says I missed the last 3 live streams. Did you do first impressions in those too? I missed those too, Gergo. I'm here now, man. I can't even, it's been a week since I've live streamed, so I don't even remember what we spoke about. Well, guys, what did we talk about? I don't know. It's probably a 5-hour stream. Did we do any first impressions? Maybe. Yo, I don't remember. Amber Antique is going to take you on a ride. Well, I've got enough here where I can take it out for a spin, for a full wearing, and see where that ride is going to deliver us. But I'm sure it's going to take us somewhere. Fragrance Time just sprayed his. I've tried Antique. It's very nice. I love the name, Amber Antique. It does have a feeling of nostalgia to it. Something antique. Something collectible. Something you would want. Yeah, this is so 31 Rue Cambonish. What else? Maybe even La Pausa-ish, but it is a ton of iris. Have you tried Santal Bois by Versace? I've not. Sensei Ono. I've not seen Bobby. Lily says a lot happens in 10 hours. What's the most that can happen in 10 hours? Oh, Dalai Lama says the last stream was mostly picking top fours from what I remember. Yeah, they were shouting out to do top fours of certain themes. Top four Chanel's, top four Get Alone's, top four Hermes, and so top four Frederick Moll. It was a bunch of that. 4 for the quatrefoil. Quatrefour. Oh, there's Bobby Ono. What's happening? Oh no. Happy Friday at work in Coromandel. Awesome. Hope you're having a great day, Bobby. 4. 4 for Bobby Orr. That's what the 4 for. 4, 4, 4. 4. Often's the only one I know who smelled Bois Venice so far. I'm wondering what this smells in the dry down. I'm getting a bit Grand Soir vibes from this though. Lots of resin, lots of gum resin, rubbery notes in the dry down. That's probably ambers and vanillas and benzoins and starchy things like that. Oh yeah, last stream was about noir. Top 4 noir fragrances, right? We were having the discussion on noir. Noir de Noir, Tom Ford Noir. And speaking about noir, I gotta say, so the last couple of days I have been wearing a lot of submissions from Antoine Lee. Trying to narrow. I still haven't nailed down the next fragrance. I've got so many submissions, but there are so many here that feel very noirish. So that was exciting. And noir Antoine Lee. But I won't say any more. That's all I'm going to say. So don't even try digging. I won't do any more annoying games. Dahlia says it wasn't annoying. No, it was fun. It had us on for hours. We were on for like 5 hours, weren't we? Lily had us questioning our existence. That's something we just do all the time, though, isn't it? Just question everything. Why? Why, Daddy, why? No Coco Noir. Yeah, Coco is definitely noir. Coco is noir. But this is not noir. This does not feel noir. This is very floral, earthy. Let's see what does the iPad say about Amber Antique? What year did this come out? And who is the perfumer? Like, I want to know everything. Tell me everything. So, Antique, here's the packaging. I've never seen this bottle. Interesting. I don't even know where you can get these. What the price is. What is the price? Let's see what the price is first. So Amber Antique, ooh, $420 US right out of the Infiniment Cody website. This product cannot be shipped to your country. Well, fuck you. That's what I say. So Amber Antique is limited to 1,905 units. I didn't know that. It's a limited release. Interesting. So let's see what this says here. Okay. So it's a confidential formula. The original 1905 formula is securely preserved in Cody's archives. So this is a vintage. This is a reworking, it feels like. I'm just learning this for the first time. Shaped with absolute respect for ancestral savoir-faire, a testament to Cody's enduring legacy. The heritage reborn, faithfully brought back to life from its 1905 origins, crafted in-house with the same devotion to time-honored craftsmanship. A work of art and a true collector's item, Ombre Antique is a special release of only 1,905 bottles, I guess, from its birth year, 1905. On edition that pays homage to the date of the fragrance's creation, numbered, engraved, and offered in ultra exclusive distribution. A note, an opulent vanilla balm. That's funny. Vanilla is, I see it, but it's not. It doesn't feel like vanilla. It's like the vanilla you would find in Chanel number 5, you know? It's there, but it's not what Chanel 5 is about vanilla. Chanel 5 is about the florals. And that's the way I see the vanilla here too. It's like a background thing. But it is kind of 5-y. Where the freshness of bergamot meets the richness of floral absolutes, sublimated by the unique signature of Ambren S, whatever that means. Main notes. Ambren S, what is Ambren? Vanilla, bergamot, Mediterranean absolutes, rose, jasmine, iris, and orange blossom. Very 5-y, very Chanel number 5. So this came out even before number 5. When was number 5 launched? 1920s? I want to say 5 came out in the 20s, and this came out in 1905. Very interesting. Fragrance Time says, I don't get vanilla really either. Yeah, this is way more about the rich florals. Top 4 fragrances for existential crisis. I think Santal Noir would be on the top of that list. Mike Brown says got a 10 mil of Blue Sapphire by Bodacia the Victorious. It's a very interesting perfume. Not sure if I would wear it. Good to see Mike Brown. What smells like a red convertible Corvette? Ooh, a red convertible Corvette. Maybe some of those Christian Louboutin perfumes. Lost Cherry. Zaharoff Put Home Extrait is very noir. What's happening, Ashfaq? Good to see you, brother. Where have you been? Mike says Amber Antique is available in Liberty, UK. Okay, let's go to Fragrantica, see what Fragrantica says about this. So, okay, here we go. Amber Antique, Infiniment. What are you trying to say to us? Main accords, white floral, iris, powdery, vanilla, rose, citrusy, earthy, floral, sweet, and woody. So it's got a 4.5 out of 5 with 36 votes on Fragrantica. A limited edition perfume released in 25, recreating the legendary Amber Antique that Cody originally created to establish the Amber olfactory family. This modern interpretation builds on the historic Ambren S, featuring an overdose of vanillin on a bed of bergamot, combined with precious floral absolutes, including jasmine, orange blossom, orris rose. The fragrance unveils contrasting sweet and opulent notes that honor Cody's masterpiece while bringing it into the contemporary era. Only 1,900 pieces produced, making this highly exclusive release. Wow. Interesting. I mean, it smells great. Smells great. It is a little bit La Pausa. It is a little bit 31 Rue Cambon. It is a little bit Serge Luton's Iris Silver Misty. Nice and dry. Antique gets compared to L'Eau de Bleu on Fragrantica. I don't think it's as sweet as L'Eau de Bleu. I don't. Maybe it's the cherry blossom in L'Eau de Bleu. It smells more like the Chanel's to me. Janet says, I find Portrait of a Lady very noir. Good to see Janet. This is still dry and bitter. Still. Like the sweetness hasn't come out at all. Does La Bombe Vanille get sweet at all? Because it doesn't really feel like it is. It doesn't feel sweet at all. Yeah, good, but from the two, for me, it's definitely Amber Antique, for sure. Like no question. What's happening, Dushan? Good to see Dushan. What's happening, Cathos? Yeah, that's what it is. Amber Antique is, it's where it says, what did I say it was? 420 US dollars for 100 mil. It's up there. It is up there. Who owns Amber Antique? Besides Fragrance Time. Anyone else? Anyone else own it? Dushan going to the bar. Happy Friday, Dushan. Enjoy your time at the bar. Doing whatever you do at the bar. I imagine drink coffee. Bother the bartenders. Shoot the shit with the guys. No? No, sir. No, you don't own Amber Antique, or no what? What else do I have that I can show you guys? What else can I show you? What do you guys want to see? Boz says, I imagine Dushan drinking martinis. What's happening, Boz? How have you been? Don't own it? What new and exciting do you own? Did you get anything new and exciting? Get anything for Christmas? I didn't get myself anything for Christmas really, or my birthday, but when this showed up, when this popped up, I'm like, I can have this for Ecran for $130. I was like, wow, yeah, okay. I'll have that. But yeah, didn't really get myself anything for Christmas. Maybe I wasn't a good boy, I don't know. Fragrance Time says, I may pick up an Abstraits. I haven't narrowed it down to La Douleur or Philosopher's Walk. Could you briefly compare the two? Okay, so have you smelled them? I imagine you smelled them. La Douleur is a rose, a big, woody, spicy rose. Clove, cumin. It's got kind of an animalic base. You know, it's got a big purr in the base. Kind of a roar, but a soft one. You know, lots of patchouli, cedarwood, frankincense. It's a darker composition. I find it darker. So on Fragrantica recently, somebody called it the angrier version of, like a combination, an angrier combination of Portrait of a Lady and Antaeus. So if you smell those, it might give you an idea. It's very smoky, and it's got a huge green patchouli in the base. So it's a rose and patchouli. A little bit powdery, a little bit of iris, a little bit of castoreum. Philosopher's Walk is a completely different thing. Philosopher's Walk is a barbershop fougere. Let me grab it. Barbershop fougere, very powdery and soapy and floral, right? Kind of like going to the barbershop. It's exactly like going to a barbershop and having a warm, minty shave, right? It's purple like that. It's got a huge lavender and clary sage. No, I can't. This hasn't been sprayed. I can't smell this. But yeah, nice vanilla in the base. Very beautiful, warm. Kind of, actually, it's more of a cold vanilla, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, very powdery and soapy. Floral. But try samples. I would say try samples. Try sample. And why those two, Fragrance Time? How did you pick those two? Just from reading reviews or watching reviews on YouTube videos? It makes me laugh. Dior blocked me on Twitter. Finally got a bottle of Roja Scandal and love it. Is Philosopher's Walk anything like Scandal? I don't remember Scandal. Remind me what Scandal smells like. Rob Mack says, Eugene, my birthday was on the 5th. Happy birthday, Rob Mack. Sweet. I'm looking for a winter forest frag, heavy on the woods. Any recommendations? A winter forest fragrance. Winter forest. The first thing that comes to my mind is the Guerlain Four Seasons, the winter fragrance, but that's $25,000. You don't want that. You want something normal. Winter forest. Have you guys seen the Guerlain Four Season bottles? How they're decorated in feathers and stuff. I think they're 500 ml bottles. Winter forest. Let me think. Winter. So it's got to be cold and piney and snow on top. You want some snow in the forest? Let me think about this. Fragrance Time says, Dulaire sounds great. Sold. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Jonathan, what's happening, Jonathan? Good to see Jonathan. We need another haul video, says Jared to Jonathan. There you go. Everyone loves a good haul video. Can you meditate in any fragrance? I would like to think so, unless it's too obnoxious where it's like overwhelms me. If it overwhelms me, no, fuck up your meditation. Descendre is a winter forest. Winter forest. Forest, equipage, no. Rocabar always comes to my mind. I don't know if it has the winter part though. Hermes Rocabar is very foresty. Winter Forest Fragrance Norsk by Guérinaz. There you go. I heard that if name is Eugene, it's from old money. What's that? What's happening, buddy? Good to see you. 25,000, that's a bit out of my budget. Yeah, their special limited edition Guerlain does, I don't know, they do these crazy collaborations with people. Part of it might be for attention. I have no idea because they make these in really limited editions, maybe 10 pieces around the world. And it's just to get people talking. Oh my God, Guerlain made a 25,000. That's what it is. It's just to get put their name on the map. Thomas says, for Christmas, I picked up an old bottle of Amouage Memoir Woman. Wicked stuff. Memoir Woman, eh? Sweet. Zygars by Comme des Garçons for Winter Forest. Oh, somebody just put in an order, and I imagine it's fragrance time. Is it you, fragrance time? Somebody just put in an order for a bottle. Lily says Descendre has some coldness with the mint. Yeah, and the incense is quite cold and refreshing too. The balsams, the pine. The pine is quite, I don't know, cold, I would say. Balsamic, fresh pine. Scandal is a fougere, citrus spearmint opening, floral heart, and woody base. I don't remember smelling Scandal. What's the straight about? What's that, Jonathan? Straight. Fianna-Gouis is a winter forest. Yeah, Fianna-Gouis is quite cold and piney as well. Fragrance Time says, yup, awesome. Thank you, bud. Thank you. We'll get that out to you. I'll send you samples of all the other stuff. So appreciate your love, man. We appreciate you. And enjoy. Hope you enjoy it. Thomas says Beiser de Russie is a non-conventional winter forest scent. That's a great pick. I agree with you. A Beiser de Russie to me is an off Montguerlain. It smells so much like Montguerlain, but with that added cold winter piney forest sort of thing. Because it still has the caramel. It has kind of that lavender thing. It's so Montguerlain. But with this Russian vibe, a Russian twist to it. That's a great call. I think I have Beiser de Russie too. I just don't wear it. But I agree, it's great. Did you really spend 90 minutes in the sauna? I did. 30 minutes is good for me. It wasn't all like 90 minutes straight. I would come out for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes at a time just to cool off and then go back in. But it was great. So great, man. For meditative purposes, for really going inside. And I love that, having like the deepest things bubble out of me, you know what I mean? And just filter through that. It's fucking great, man. It's so great. It's like you versus you. Literally, you in the sauna versus you. It's like, which parts are you going to give up? Is it the mental? Is it the physical? Is it the spiritual? Is it the inner child? Is it the wounded you? Who's going to show up? It's challenging, dude. It's not easy to sit in a 100-degree sauna for half an hour, especially like if you got like blood pressure issues. It makes it harder. It makes harder for the blood to be flowing and to be breathing. So that's something you got to build. You got to build that stamina. I wouldn't go in there the first time and think you're going to do 30 minutes because it is challenging. And now I've even stopped bringing in water. Before I would bring in water bottles to cool off, and now I've stopped, like just to add like layers of that challenge, go in dry. And that will bring up even more shit. Literally all your shit will come to life. Any shit that you have that you want to deal with, the sauna is a great way to deal with that. Ashfox says, I want to get a paddock, but no idea how. Probably I'll have to wait for the 2026 edition and Horse Festival. Paddock's incredible. Have you smelled it, Ashfaq? It's looking right at me. Right now, it's waving. Ashfaq, hello. Paddock is saying, I'm right here. Yeah, if you got the means, I would say go for it. Paddock is great. Awesome. Awesome fragrance time. Awesome. I'm hyped. I am pumped. Janet says, Ashfaq, call a Hermes boutique. I found that they have in store along with all exclusives. So here's an issue with calling the Hermes boutique. Janet, what happened with me is when you call Hermes, I thought I was calling the Toronto line, the Toronto store, which I didn't know until the guy actually confirmed later. Is like, no, you're calling a hotline. You're calling an operator. So everyone that calls ends up going to this hotline. I guess if in Canada would have one number. And when I asked them for the Paddock, they're like, no, we don't have any Paddock. Because I wasn't actually calling the store. I was calling like a hotline. And it's only the store that has the Paddock. You have to actually go into the store. How's the sale of Philosopher's Walk going? It's going good. It's going good. They are going great. I saw her do it the other day, and I don't know what it means other than the obvious, says Jonathan. Often Licht is here. What's happening, Often? Good to see Often. My lungs is the first to give up. Yeah. Lungs, sometimes it's your thoughts. Sometimes sometimes it's like the lungs will make you think like the craziest thoughts. You're suffering and you want to get away from the suffering of the lungs, so you go into a different type of suffering just to avoid the suffering of the lungs, and you see what other suffering comes up. It's great. Try it. Sauna and steam rooms are elite. Yeah, right now I'm just really into the sauna phase. Like, I don't want to miss a single night. Sometimes I gotta force myself to go there after work. After 10 hours of work and you're tired, you're exhausted, you just want to have something to eat and sit down. But no, fuck that. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta do the hard things. You gotta do the hard things, especially if they've got good results, like if they're working for you. Ashfaq is in Bangladesh. Could you or anyone else suggest which country and store I should Well, I got mine at the Toronto Hermes boutique on Bloor, like directly. And I went in there and purchased it. I had called them because a friend had told me the Toronto store has Paddock. I just got Paddock from there. And I was like, no way, that's wild. I'm going to call them right now and order a bottle. And I called Hermes. And they're like, oh, we don't have any Paddock. It's not showing up for us. I was like, what are you talking about? My friend just literally came out of your store. They just purchased it there. And they're like, sorry, we don't have any Paddock. I was like, this is wild. And I told my friend, and they're like, what? Like, I literally just came out of there. So the next day I drove there to see what the hell was going on. I walk into the boutique and there's Paddock bottles like right on display. I'm like, this is so weird. There's Paddock. It's obviously right there. And I said to the guy, I called yesterday asking to order a bottle of Paddock, and they said they didn't have any. And the guy's like, oh, that is weird. And then he was like, he started thinking about it, and he put two to two together. He's like, when you call, you don't actually call the store. Even though you think you're calling the store, it's not the store. It's another operator, and it just doesn't show up on their system. So I don't know what other boutiques carry Paddock, but I know I got one for, I got one for myself and I got one for another friend. I don't know if they have any left. Mike says, I hear you about the sauna. Give it a go, man. Give it a go. Well, I know you go already, but just keep going. Often says, I got a big 100 ml synthetic jungle nature today. I've really been loving that crunchy, green, lush feel of it. Right? I love it too. I love the kind of resin in the top, the sap, the sappy galbanum. I go deep breathing when I'm in the sauna. It's great, isn't it? Getting breath through you, opening up your lungs. Stretching too. Yeah, breathing and stretching. Absolutely. Eugene, you're so mean. You know, here, I'm going to do this even more. I'm going to be even meaner. And I apologize in advance, but this is for your own good well-being. Here we go. So it is waving. Hello, Ashfaq. Hello. I love you. Won't you tell me your name? Do, 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 do. There you go. Edition 2025. Often says number 19 is great, but sometimes I want the lily of the valley, heavy modern synthetic jungle. Yeah, synthetic jungle was inspired by 19, wasn't it? Synthetic jungle, nature is one of my favorite. What's happening, Wally? Good to see Wally. I've not smelled so I've got synthetic jungle. I've not smelled nature. I hate when people take phones in their sauna. Exactly. Me too. Pet peeve. Absolute pet peeve. What are you doing? What are you even doing? You're completely losing the benefits of the sun, like the best benefits. You know what I mean? People are there just for the physical benefits, but not for the mind body connection, which is the best thing. The mind body spirit connection. Lily's got a home sauna. Yo, go light a big fatty in that thing. My neighbor's got a home sauna, and he's always like, yo, when my mom leaves, come over, we'll smoke a fat. I'm like, yeah, your mom would kill us too, bro. Your mom's dangerous. Ashfaq says, I saw reviews of Pradeep and Persolet. They convinced me we have similar taste in leather combos. Yeah, this is a big, smoky, dirty leather. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Probably even has oud in it. I would imagine a synthetic oud of sorts. But it's very horsey. Even the name Queer Saddle would probably fit here. Like Dior's new Queer Saddle. What's happening, RXL? Did you see the Campbell Soup CEO who said his soup was for people, for poor people, and that it wasn't real food? Yeah, man, I saw that. I love that. I love seeing the truth come out. You know, corporations getting exposed for the crappy food that they're putting out there. It's about time people are waking up to this and realizing that the food that they're eating are making them ill. It's not real food, and our bodies don't understand this. Our bodies don't see this stuff as food and has a hard time processing this shit. Jonathan says, I love Paddock more every time I spray it. It's incredible. It is really incredible. And it's a great winter fragrance because of its heaviness. It's heavy like a horse, eh? Janet Carrot called the Calgary Holt Renfrew. They put me through to the boutique and they said they had Paddock and they would hold it for me. Oh, wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's really cool too. I'm not sure how hard Ashfaq wants to work for his Paddock. But there you go, Ashfaq. Calgary Holt Renfrew has a bottle. I don't know what it would require to get it shipped to India, but at least, you know, here's a compass. We got a compass for you. Yeah, now it's up to you how you want to navigate this. But we're here to help. Often says, I feel like synthetic jungle is a deeper green somehow, and 19 is almost emerald. They're both greens, but they're so different. 19 is so airy, while, yeah, synthetic jungle is so much bigger, such a bigger perfume. Bobby says, did Paddock again this week. And how did it go? I get like popcorn or oatmeal notes from this. Inside of like poopy hoof and horse leather saddle and horse teeth. A lot of horse teeth. Horse chewing on hay. maybe even horse saliva, horse tongue. So horsey, horse hair. Nina K. Hi, Nina K. Good to see Nina K in the chat. You can overdo it with sauna and make sure you're getting plenty of salt. Yeah, I drink lots of salts with in the morning. Salts and creatine with my water. Yeah, you can do not overdo it, especially as the first. You could pass out. You could probably pass out if you're overdoing it. So take your time, put your toe in and see how you feel. If you start suffering or get out, get some water. Don't force yourself. Thomas says Hermes do a lot of obnoxious stuff. When my ex finally got her Kelly bag, she acted like she was blessed to receive the privilege of purchasing a bag, right? Crazy. They make you line up and wait months and months and months to get a bag. It's like a lot of psychological shit behind that. 90 minutes a week is supposed to be good. I did an hour and a half yesterday. I did an hour and a half once. Usually I do half an hour, but I was just feeling it, Mike, I was just feeling it. Like I did my half hour and I came out and I sat on the bench for a couple minutes. I was like, that felt really, really amazing. Like I got so much mental clarity. I'm like, I'm gonna go do another round. So I just kept going in and out and enjoying my moments. Like I was loving it. I was loving it. I was so happy and relieved. And Eugene is mean. Am I mean? In what way? What is the meanest thing I've done? What can I do for you? I saw Kevin. Where did Kevin go? Oh, here we go. What's happening, Kevin? Mike says, I can't stand loud people in the sauna. Man in sauna says, can someone please take me? What? Yeah, I can't stand noise either of people talking, but there's nothing you can do, really. You just gotta wait for them to get up and leave. I wouldn't really say anything. Here comes FOMO with the paddock. Is paddock FOMO? Seeing you live after so many months in this. Well, I mean, you said you wanted I'm just hyping you up. I imagine you're gonna get it. Wally says, hopefully in a month, we're all holding the new Frederick Mall. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's been a long time since I've been excited for a new fragrance, but I'm super excited for this. I'm really excited to wear this like in the next couple of months because this is a great season for Ekren. Is this cold weather, maybe into the spring, early spring. Lily says random drug test for work. Can't smoke. That sucks. Ashfaq's already subscribed to often. That's great. Kevin is in Drakkar Noir. Ashfaq loves me. I remember that. I remember you love your animalics. That's why I think you're going to love Paddock, but it is more of a synthetic animalic than like you also like the hard to find ouds and stuff, right? The poopy ouds, the artisanal ouds. So this is great for a designer thing. It's nothing compared to artisanal stuff. Just know that. Do you spray any fragrance before going into the sauna? I imagine the heat will bring out different. No, I don't. I try not to. It could get intense. Fragrance, especially with your. Yeah, I try not to. So, but I can still smell my fragrance of the day when I go into the sauna, and just my skin warming up. It just radiates off of me. But yeah, I don't normally spray something fresh to go in there. I think that would kind of ruin the point of going into this sauna. It would be more of a distraction. Has anyone tried Queer Saddle? Sebastian is hoping it's similar to Dior Homme Parfum, the old version. I think it was Jared here that just that tried it and said he really liked it. Sebastian is hoping it's similar to DH Parfum. He's hoping, but he's not. He hasn't smelled it, right? I wonder why DH Parfum is coming up for him in the comparison to Queer Saddle. Like, where's this information coming from? I want to see Bobby's face after spraying 20 sprays of Paddock. I want to see everybody's face after putting on 20 sprays of Paddock. Could you imagine doing like a reaction video to Paddock? It would be all over the place, eh? Paddock is not a simple perfume. It's not an easy fragrance to wear. I'll send you decants of my pee, Lily. I haven't had any weed in forever. Does your pee smell, depending on if you smoked or not? I've not noticed that. I noticed asparagus will change the smell of pee. It'll give it kind of like a galbanum-y thing. Your pee will almost smell like Eau Sauvage, Eau de Parfum after asparagus. What's in Eau Sauvage, Eau de Parfum that gives us asparagus piss vibes? Pradeep has a video about it if you're interested, Wally. On Queer Saddle. I did see that. I think it's the only video out so far. I wonder if I can lure in a horse girl with a... What's a horse girl? Like a rancher? Germs won't enjoy the poop part. Ashfaq tried Roque, Roberto Grecker, an absolute stunner, one of the best perfumes I tried in the last 3 or 4 years. Wow. Okay. There you go. There's a high regards. Another one for Roque. Nina says best feeling is sauna followed by cold plunge. Ooh, the contrast. I definitely know that feeling. It's pretty wild, yeah. It's like hitting 2 completely different highs. Bobby microdosing horsey. What? New Frederick Mall? Yes, coming in February. There's a new Frederick Mall coming. Don't know anything other than a release date. Don't know the name, don't know the notes, don't know the perfumer, don't know anything. Jonathan says, I've got that Ekren in my cart. I've been on the fence. What's it like? It's great, Jonathan. It's really, really, really great for a spicy, dark Serge Lutones. It's really complex. It's deep. It smells amazing. It smells amazing. What I actually love is how airy it is. Like, it reminds me of Jean-Claude Ellena's works, but more deeper, not as simple. I would say it's got this kind of minimalist thing for a complex fragrance. You ever try Amouage Dia? Man, very unlike anything Amouage. A little boring, but I gotta say I'm enjoying it way more than I thought. I don't remember Dia Man. What was that? Did I have lavender in it? Remind us, what is Dia? Dia is kind of a gentleman's fragrance, I'm thinking, or remembering. Are there rumors about a new Frederick Mall? February, that's apparently, from my, I've heard from my Frederick Mall sales assistant, and I think I've heard from Wally, but I'm not sure if he's hearing from me or from somebody else. Top 4 thing about fragrances: when the shower water hits your skin and your fragrance gets resurrected for a while. Oh, I know that. feeling. The feeling of hot water, yeah, hitting your skin. And all the remnants, all the leftover parts of your fragrance just kind of gets almost in the humidity. It lifts the skin off of your fragrance. Ashfaq says, my next purchase will be a shawl, Neela Vermeer, though. I tried from the local seller. Such a good greenish tuberose composition. What are some of the things that you've purchased lately, Ashfaq? What are some things that you're enjoying? Pradeep did note the amber weeds coming out more and more in the dry down of Queer Saddle. No surprise there. Jared says Queer Saddle is getting compared to Noble Leather by YSL on Fragrantica. It does kind of have that vibe. Man, it's been so long since I smelled Noble Leather, and that's discontinued, isn't it? FOMOing Ashfaq. Come on, guys. You guys are being mean now. You guys are being mean. Jonathan says, a roque is a gem. Roque is a gem. Horse girls are girls who get into horse riding at an early age. They have a reputation for better or worse. Ooh, a reputation. Tell us more. Untamable from Imaginary Author smells exactly like a horse, a very dirty horse. I love horsey perfumes. I've always loved the horse vibes, the barnyards, the saddle leathers, the hoof, the hair. Anything horsey has always kind of caught my attention. Jenna says, my daughter's horses love when she wears Grand Soir. He stiffs her so much his nose is stuck to her neck. Wonder what he would do with Paddock. That's wild. Horses are beautiful creatures, eh? I'd love to own a horse on a beach and live on the beach like the Black Stallion. It's you and the horse. Often says, I cannot imagine a Frederick Mull that wasn't creatively directed by Mull himself. The more I watch him talk about how he approaches scents, the more I feel that he was the brand. Definitely, he is the brand. He was the brand. He was the man. He was the snob, the snobbiest man in all of perfume. And that's probably why we love him so much. I love his snobbery. And his perfumes are pure snobbery when you wear them. They're huge. They're not for every day. They're not for everybody. They're for lovers of fine French perfumery. You know, they're the epitome of snobbery. And you can see it in him. You can see when he speaks. You can hear when he speaks about other fragrances, you know, in his dress, in his clothes, in his outfits, just in the way he carries himself. But it's like the finest snobbery ever. Heaping bowl of Paddock to get through a winter's day. I like to add brown sugar to that oatmeal. Yeah, Paddock does feel like a bowl of oatmeal. Crème de Fumée is so good, says Wally. I agree. It's incredible. And I love it. Like, I love Royal Tobacco as a tobacco fragrance, and I love this, and I love them for different reasons. I love Royal Tobacco because it's massive. It's literally like one of the biggest perfumes that I own. And the difference is this is on the other end of the spectrum. It's so much airier. It doesn't have that fullness. It doesn't have that thickness. It actually, it just fucking glides in this incredible way, the way it floats. And I can't stop thinking about Jean-Claude Ellena's style with Hermes when I wear this. It's a lot like that. It's transparent, but a lot deeper than Ellena's style. Very airy. I love that airy quality. Like it's built on different accords, and you can smell 2 or 3 accords all at once, and they're just kind of registering at different levels. You know, they kind of like, they're integrated, you know, layers, like a cake, like a layered cake. That's what makes Ekren so good, is its structure. I found Synthetic Jungle more natural smelling than some other Frederick Mulls. Oh, another Pedro Pascal. What's happening? What does paddock smell like? It smells very horsey and earthy and poopy and barnyardy. Kind of like a horse hair, horse saddle, horse leather, horse food. Jonathan says, I don't know if it's the carrot seed or what, but I get a hint of maple syrup and paddock. Anyone else get that? It's like maple flavored oatmeal, Jonathan, right? With cinnamon. I kind of get that. I feel like I kind of get that. Yeah, like maple glaze. Pedro 1, beans 0. All right, let's get some beans. Let's get some Rowan Atkinsons in here. It smells like the Hermescence leather and horse shit. Wow, Wally. Dalai Lama says it smells like cuir d'orange. Paddock smells like cuir d'orange mixed with horse shit. Often says, Mull talks about how synthetics can smell really natural if properly used by a perfumer. His interview with Anne Filippo is very enlightening. I don't think I've seen that interview. Frederick Mull without input from Frederick Mull is kind of pointless. The brand has no meaning without him. So you would think. Now it's just kind of a brand, isn't it, Christian? Right? Like he was the face, absolutely. But not everybody sees it like that. Just as Chanel, like Coco was the face of Chanel and she unfortunately passed away, but we keep loving her perfumes, right? Paddock runs forever, approximately 18 hours. It's a full tank, man, of gasoline. There might even be gasoline on this horse. Do we do a poll for the day or track for the whole year? I don't know. That's a good question. However you guys want to track it. A home sauna is a great idea. However, you can make a sauna native style in your backyard with a blanket, some sticks, hot stones, and water. That's something your dad would say when he doesn't want to spend money. So Ashfaq says, by the Kaaba, Arij Lador, right? Artisanal. Poda Oris, Wasif Reza, Gardelia, Bogue Profumo, Thebes, and Iris Swar, Sultan Pasha, and of course, some ouds. So that's what Ashfaq's been into. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wally says, I almost went with Grand Soir last night, but went with D'Orsay Tonka Hysteria. Dahlia says, horse farting compilations keep ending up my suggested videos on YouTube. It's all the paddock talk. Fragrance time enjoying by the Kaaba. You walking into the most important life-changing meeting of your life. What do you wear? Right now, in this moment of time, I'm going with 31 Rue Cambon. Just because it brings me joy. That perfume brings me joy and sunlight. So yeah, hopefully the meeting would be a bit sunny. What would you wear, Nina K? And tell us about the meeting. Where's the meeting leading us? Is it taking us on a new journey? Is it a new job opportunity? What is it about? Mull said he never does focus group testing because he and the perfumer know better if their fragrance is good than anyone else, right? Who's Frederick Mull gonna ask? Hey, is this perfume any good? Who's gonna know better than Frederick? A bunch of guys he pulls out on the street, bringing them into a cinema, like 500 people into a cinema, and saying, smell these and then mark them, rank them. Like, what do these guys know? That's how market testing is done. They pull in a bunch of people, random people off the street, into rooms. They give them coffee, they give them donuts, they give them perfumes, and they're like, here, rate these. And who would know better than Mull and Dominic Ropion? Thomas says horse girls are stereotypically very spoilt, bratty. I imagine they come from money. Hey, Thomas? Care more for their horse than you, obviously, and are quite freaky. Ooh, I wouldn't explain the latter, but basic research can explain it. I think I know what you're going. I think I know what you're leading into, Thomas. But if anyone else wants to chime in. Lily, I'm shocked you didn't say Mr. Rogers. Oh, here's my Christmas sweater. See, I told you I got a sweater for Christmas. This is it. This is my Christmas sweater. Eugene, are you ever going to make a perfume that smells like your farts? You think anybody would buy that? Wally says I killed a 50 mil last night. I have a 100 mil backup of Tonka Hysteria. Ashfaq says I'll try Ekran from the, yeah, give it a whirl. It's a nice spicy, it's a spice in wood is what it is. A dark, complex, spicy wood with chocolatey notes. I was getting chocolate vibes from it. I want to spray some on again, to be honest. Yeah, there's definitely some chocolate, lots of licorice. Soapy, extremely soapy. A little bit barbershoppy, I thought. Very soapy, yeah. Soapy, soapy, soapy. At some points, I was like, am I getting barbershop vibes from this? Barbershop fougere vibes. Plum. Bourbon. There's got to be like a bourbon vanilla in here as well. Amber. Smoky caramel notes, chocolatey notes, like nuances. It's like very nuanced. Paddock no needs saddlebags. Wally found Christine's YouTube channel last night. Philosopher's Wally. Jared says Akaren reminds me a lot of Vanille Havan. It does. Personally, I think it leans more towards Royal Tobacco with those fruity notes. And I don't know, a little bit of a coffee vibe. Little bit. Would you say it has a coffee vibe? Probably not as, I would say it's the least sweetest of Vanille Havan and Royal Tobacco. With Royal Tobacco being the sweetest. Oatmeal smell. Are you referring to muesli type smell that sometimes we get in some Indo-Mali oud oils or more potent? It's kind of a foodie smell, oatmeal. Almost like porridge, something that a horse would eat. That's what I'm getting. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting. Now Frederick Mall smells like regular mall. It smells like the mall. We have food at home. That's something my dad actually did. Yeah, totally. I can totally see it. Something my dad would do too. Let's save money. What's your unicorn fragrance? Perfumes are all unicorns, my friend. They're all unicorns. They're all so dreamy. As far as Frederick Mall goes, it really depends on who the perfumer is and whether Estee Lauder lets them have free reign on the creation. Also, it would be nice to see EL put the creator's name on it. What do you mean the creator's name? Like the new Frederick Mall at Frederick Mall? It'll always be Frederick Mall. You think they'll put the new creative director's name on there? Ooh, that would be interesting. Why not? That's a good point, actually. Considering Frederick loves to give credit to the creators. Nina says, I also chose 31. Crazy. See, what is it that 31 does? It has this feeling of nostalgia, just like Amber Antique. Is that a lamp or a Lattafa perfume bottle? No wonder so many vanilla perfumes out there. Goes well with donuts and coffee. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? I'd rather win the lottery next year. I've had enough love. Give us some lottery. Chanel still has a brand identity because it's still privately held company, almost a family business. Hermes is also family controlled. That's the difference. Feel better with that sweater? I feel great. I feel great. A candle that smells like your farts will probably outsell Gwyneth Paltrow. What was it they did with Gwyneth Paltrow? Was she have was it a candle or a perfume that smelled like her vag? Is that what it was? What's happening, Delhi? In Shibra Siam. Good to see Delhi. Rick says, that's how market testing worked in the 80s. I work for a market research company. Most of the testing for fragrances is done in-house. We just research what people wanted from the advertising. What would be the best way to collect as much data as possible? Because I think data would be key here. Done in-house. I think it'd be really fast. I would love to experience this actually. Just see how the process works. To sit there and be part of it. Hi from Kenya. Yes to coffee in a bit. It feels like there's a bit of coffee in. Not as tiramisu-y as Royal Tobacco, but definitely licoricey, like deep candied licorice. Thomas saying I'm gonna call my local Hermes tomorrow, see if I can acquire the Paddock and heighten Hashfox FOMO. Jerm says I could see coffin. Is Ekren like gourmand coquine? I would say Ekren is a bit noir, guys. Ekren feels a bit noir. Is it like Gourmand Coquine? Probably not as chocolatey, but it has similar vibes. Like Gourmand Coquine has dry fruits to it as well. Incense. I feel like this is deeper. I feel like this might be a bit better than Gourmand Coquine, to be honest. Is it like Gourmand Coquine? Maybe a little bit. That's a good one. Gourmand Coquine is rose and chocolate and incense and very ambery as well. And of course, Acren de Fume is out of stock now at Fragrance Net. That's where I got mine, 130 Canadian dollars, which is a steal. Shipped. Crazy, right? Ashfaq says my FOMO list is way too long. Lemol Frederick. You have 1 hour to live. Which perfume would you spray on? Only one. Mitsuko. Mitsuko and 19. I would layer in Mitsuko and 19 if I had 1 hour to live. Frederick Miles is the creative director for Lattafa. Milos says Chopin over Beethoven and Mozart all the way. Ooh. 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 Unicorn fragrance, something that seems way out of reach for you to find because of scarcity and price. I don't know about unicorn fragrance. Unicorn. So meaning something that I don't have. What is a unicorn for me? Something that I want or something that I have is a unicorn. I would say Nehima Parfum is a unicorn for me. Nehima Extrait that I own. A unicorn that is out there that I'd want. A vintage Borneo. Vintage Cuir-de-Russie, vintage Shalimar. I don't know. Unicorn. Wally just noticing the Campbell's soup. Rick says the best way to collect data would be to send products out to people for them to actually test and then run an online focus group and question all of them, which is mostly what there you go. Just send, okay. You send the products out instead of them coming to you. All right. And then have them answer an online questionnaire. There you go. That makes sense. You guys liking Turkish Delights? This might even be a bit Turkish Delighty. I find it quite rosy. Is Ekren like Gourmand cocaine? A short answer, no. A long answer, I think it might be better than Gourmand cocaine. CK says, hey, John, good stream last night. I got kicked out. Wally says, Jean-Paul Gaultier is releasing a couple of flanker of Le Beau or Le Male and the woman's. Good Lord. That's all they do now is release flankers. It's flanker heaven. or hell. Depends on how you're looking at it. Why have you had enough love? Mike says, why have you had enough love? I've maybe had enough too, but I'm still chasing it. I'm chasing it within myself. That's the best place to find it, is just build it in yourself. And if something comes, that's great. You're open to it, but it's not something I would actively be pursuing or chasing, because you just never know, you know? That's something that could show up around the corner. It could take years, but until then, I'd rather just win the lottery and just keep enjoying life. Like, there's lots of love in the air. You don't need to find it in another, like a relationship, into a person. You know what I mean? You can find it in your friends. You can find it in your perfumes. You can find it in your hobbies. You can find it in your days, your meditations. It's everywhere. In your pets. Does anyone else feel like it's April and fragrance time? It's literally January 9th, and I already have so many new releases written down. What's on the top of your list? What's on the top of your list, Wally? McDonald's or Burger King? Yeah, McDonald's. What would J.R. Eugene? Oh, what would J.R. Ewing wear, according to you? Bois de Portugal or New York Intense? Probably Bois de Portugal. Yeah, definitely. Guys, how's everybody doing? 3:20 Friday afternoon. It's a beautiful day. What's up? What's everyone up to? What are the plans? Might be time to put this stream to bed. Do you think you would be chasing love if you didn't have children? That's a really good question. That's an amazing question, and something I think about all the time. And it's there's probably some truth to that. Um, it's probably why I smoke a lot of weed too, is just to keep people away from me. Like, subconsciously, I thought about that. Like, why do I smoke? So it's like to keep people away from me, because weed is not the most desirable smell or attractive thing on a person. But yeah, I do. I just want to kind of grow up with my kids and watch them and be with them and not have to share that time with anyone else right now. You know, like I've done all that, and I missed out on so much time with my kids because of other people. And you know, it's important for me to be with them. Like, they are one of my favorite things in life. So yeah, it's a good question. Good question. But maybe it's because I just haven't met that person, you know? That is it too. And if that person like walked into my life, you know what I mean? Like, was actually physically there in my life, things would change. But they haven't, and I'm totally okay with that, because I do believe that everything is in purpose and intentional, and things will find you. Things that are meant for you will find you in your life, no matter what, no matter where you are. That thing, that person, that job, that opportunity, that relationship, if it is meant for you, no matter what you're going through, it'll find you, however long it takes. So just keep doing the things that you got to do that will get you there. But yeah, having children is part of it. Like I enjoy, like, I love spending time with them and watching them grow and being with them. And I don't really want to share that, or I don't want to get them involved with another person. Because you know how it is, like mixing family with new people. It can be weird sometimes. Wally says, "Oh my God, you guys, I emailed Perfume Head. The owner and creator emailed me back, knew who I was, and is sending me a preview of his next launch. I was stunned. I guess I was one of his first 5 clients. Wow. There you go, Wally. That's good news. Santal just skewel sprayed on my cardigan right now. I love that as well. I am, says Kev, I'm extremely grateful. 26 is bringing about some very big changes in my life. Another change I may announce at some point here in a couple of months. Ooh, love changes, man. Happy for you. I am. Keep chasing that, bud. Is love something that should be chased? Absolutely not. It should just come. It should just come easily. You shouldn't have to work hard. Like if somebody doesn't want your love, why would you keep giving? Like why would you keep, bombing them? Don't do that. No. It should just flow, man. There should just be a nice transfer of energy. And if somebody's, not excited for it, just stop giving it. It's hard to find a good woman that cares about your kids. Relationships can be, they're definitely challenging. There are so many obstacles to keeping a relationship into working and going and just being the best that it can. Because you know how hard it is to work on your own shit, to take care of your own stuff, and then to propel somebody else, right? To kind of have somebody else doing the same. And then there's going to be times where they can't, and they're going to rely on you and depend on you. So, that takes energy too. How much energy are you willing to give of yourself to this person? Are you getting that back? Are you getting the same energy back? Are you getting drained, or are you getting replenished? Are you getting refilled? George Bush beating around the bush. Isn't that all he did? Isn't that all every politician does, is beat around the bush? I walked into a salon the other day. I told all the stylists it smells like weed up in this bitch. Nobody knew where it was coming from. Eugene, soon you'll have a stream with Ramsey. I'd love that. Acren de fume, enter the fume. What does acren mean? It means like a smoky box, like a smoky gift box, or some sort of box. Maybe what do they mean by that? Acren de fume. Money says, I'm getting a table at McAdam this weekend. Let's go troll for some skirts. What do you say, bub? If you want to go Sunday night, I'm down. But you're married, bro. Like, what do you say, bub? Like, I'm free. I'm free as a whistle. I'm free as a bird. Delia says, I get it, Eugene. I don't even mix my friends. Relationships, personalities, yo. And I'm tired of managing like personalities and people and relationships. It's like I feel like I've backed out and just doing my own thing instead of like just trying to confine to other people, you know? It's tough. Life is constant change. Otherwise, you'll not be. Yeah, you got to flow with the weather, man. You got to be like the weather. Love, don't be shy. Just don't call me late for dinner. Life is a constant change. The world is spinning, never stopping, no other choice. Otherwise, you're dead. Here we are, man. There you are. You're absolutely right. 1 week into the new year, and we're still spinning. And within no time, we'll be around. You know, we'll be around the sun, and it'll be Christmas again. Life doesn't stop. Beating around the bush is a great band name. Coyote says, I love my freedom way too much. Who wants to report to some? Exactly. Like, you don't need to know where I am, what I'm doing, and nor do I want to tell you. Like, I'm a damn grown ass man. I don't even want my phone to know where I am. You know, I totally get that too. Or somebody question, like, no. No, answer to somebody where you are. When you gonna be home? Like, no, especially now, like at 50. I can't imagine love's gonna be the same as when you were 20. Every time I get involved with someone, I want to escape. It's just a feeling of being trapped, eh? Lily says, Akrenda fume smoke screen against enemies. Smoke screen against enemies. Congrats on your new baby girl, Kevin. There you go. Eugeneaholic, a lover of Eugene's dreams. Are there any good cougar bars in Mississauga? There used to be a ton, yeah. I don't know anymore, really. There used to be a ton of really good bars. Especially cougar bars. Like if that's what you were after. Paddock Sport. Go away. You don't think it's fair that they want to know you're in a ditch? If I'm in a ditch, I'll let whoever needs to know I'm in a ditch. But I don't want somebody calling me and going, oh my God, are you in a ditch? No, I'm not in the fucking ditch. I just want to be left alone. You know what I mean? Like, why are you worried I'm in the ditch when I'm not in the ditch? Like, we're just making shit up here now. And relationships are a lot of that, just making shit up. Thomas says, if I ever go to Canada, can you take me under your wing and help me cougar hunt? I am done with women my age. If she could financially support my fragrance hobby, that would be ideal. Dude, you and every man is looking for this. But the competition is stiff, I imagine. How old are you? Thomas, how old are you? And my advice is just work on yourself. Forget about the cougars. Work on yourself until you find somebody, you know? Until they show up, until you're interested. Just keep working on yourself. Okay, Eugene. Ain't I right, though? Do you want somebody calling you and saying, hey, are you in a ditch, Lily? Well, why would I be in the ditch? I love putting them on your EDT them more than EDP. They're both great. Forgetting about cougars is an impossible talk. Listen, if you're going to go with a cougar, oh, man. I almost fell into a ditch once. Did you want somebody calling you when you almost fell in the ditch? I don't know. Do you guys want people checking in on you, even though like you're not in a ditch and asking you if you're in a ditch? I woke up in the ditch. I don't think I've ever ended up in the ditch, but that's something my parents would do. Would call me and say, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fucking perfectly fine. Why are you bothering me for? I'm not in the ditch. If I was, I would call you. Guys, 3:33 p.m. just outside of Toronto time. It was great seeing you. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, whatever it is you're going to be doing. I'm going to be going off to the gym shortly. Going to go get my hemoglobin, my pump. Can't call if you're dead. I guess it doesn't matter then, does it, right? Doesn't matter then. It does not matter, does it? Guys, have a great weekend. Love you all. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your fragrances. More importantly, enjoy your moments, every single one of them. Bye for now. Ta-ta.